Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Family Moments, where we use really cool object lessons
that teach the truth about what matters most.
Exactly. And today, we're going to have some fun with this.
Silly string? I love silly string.
Who doesn't?
So can I play with that?
Sadie, we need this for today's lesson.
I just want to show you a neat trick real quick. Please?
All right. But just don't go wasting it, whatever you do.
I won't. Achoo! Whew, here you go.
Oh, brother. Hey kids, Pastor Robbie here, along with my lovely assistant, Sadie.
Hello.
And today's special guests, Eliana and Ariella.
Hello.
And today, we're going to have some fun learning about wisdom.
Wisdom? I thought we were going to have fun with silly string.
We are, but we do have a holiday coming up. Does anyone know what it is?
Easter?
Well, Easter is coming up, but that's not the one I'm thinking of.
St. Patrick's Day?
No, that was last week, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Not Easter and not St. Patrick's Day? What's left? My birthday?
No, that's not until June. I'm talking about one of my favorite days, April 1st, also known as April Fool's Day.
Oh yeah, that is a lot of fun. That's when we play fun tricks on each other.
Exactly.
Like the time I dangled that fake spider over your shoulder and scared you half to death? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, but...
Or the time I gave you that Oreo cookie that I filled with toothpaste? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too, but the thing...
Or the time I put baby powder on your hand when you were napping and then tickled your face with a feather? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember, but let's get back to our lesson that has to do with April Fool's Day.
It does? How?
Well, for us, we look at April Fool's Day as a fun day to do pranks. But do you know what the real meaning of a fool is?
Let me look it up in the dictionary. Oh, here it is. Look, there's a picture of you.
Very funny. A fool is someone who lacks common sense or acts unwisely, otherwise known as a silly person.
Sounds like the opposite of wisdom.
It is. Wisdom is when you use good judgment. Foolishness is all about making poor decisions.
Does the Bible have anything to say about fools?
Plenty. In fact, there are over 180 verses about fools or foolishness. Let's take a look at today's verse. It comes from Proverbs 13, 16, and 20, where it says, "A common sense person lives good sense. Fools litter the country with silliness. Become wise by walking with the wise. Hang out with fools and watch your life fall to pieces."
Interesting. Does this mean we can never act silly?
Now, sometimes we sing silly songs or just have fun with pranks. What this is talking about is making foolish decisions. Let me demonstrate this for you with a little object lesson I like to call No Strings Attached. And all we're going to need is a guitar, a package, a pair of shoes, a picture frame, and a can of silly string. What we're going to do is demonstrate wisdom by putting the three of you in a few situations that show us both the wise way and the foolish or silly way of solving a problem. First up, wrapping a package. Eliana and Ariella use regular string and it looks great. But Sadie tries to wrap the package using silly string, but it doesn't work so well.
Hey, it says string.
Next scenario, playing the guitar. Eliana just put new guitar strings on her guitar and it sounds great. But Sadie decided to restring her guitar using silly string.
Hey, it says string on the can.
Next scenario, hanging a picture. Eliana and Ariella attached a string to the back of a picture frame and hang it nicely on the wall. But Sadie decided to try hanging her picture with silly string.
Wait a minute, I'm not that foolish.
And the last scenario, tying our shoes. Eliana broke a shoelace and is replacing it with new laces. But Sadie's trying to fix her broken shoelace with silly string.
This isn't working so well.
Usually the foolish ways don't work so well in life either. They may seem like fun, but they can end up as a disaster.
So, how do we get wisdom in the first place?
Great question. The Bible tells us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That means avoiding evil or sin. Reading the truth found in God's Word and listening to the advice of other wise people is a good start.
You know what, Dad? I think I'm going to make a wise choice and follow that advice.
Seeking wisdom is a beautiful thing. I've decided to play a little April Fool's joke on Sadie to get back at her for all the things she's done to me. So I've got Eliana and Ariella closing things out while I set things up for the big finish. What I'm going to do is tie a string on the end of this tack or push pin and then stick the tack inside the nozzle of this can of silly string. And then I'm going to use duct tape to hold down the nozzle. And then I'll tape the silly string can to the back wall on the inside of this cabinet. And I'll tape the string to the cabinet door. So when she opens the door, she'll get covered in silly string. It's gonna be great.
So, Sadie, what did you learn today?
I learned that foolishness is the opposite of wisdom. And while it's okay to have some fun in life, it's not wise to make foolish decisions all the time.
Exactly.
And the best way to get wisdom is by avoiding sin, reading my Bible, and following the advice of other wise people.
Very good.
Now, I wonder what's taking Dad so long.
Sadie, can you come up here for a minute?
Hey Dad, what do you want?
Can you do me a favor and get a cup out of the cabinet for me?
Sure, Dad. Here you go.
Thanks. Do you mind getting me a plate too?
Sure, Dad. Here, anything else?
Yeah, why don't you grab me a lid for the cup?
Sure.
I think they're in the cabinet right over here.
Here you go.
Tell you what, why don't you grab me a bowl out of the cabinet? I think they're kept in this cabinet right here.
No, I think they're in this cabinet over here.
I'm pretty sure Mom keeps them in this cabinet.
No, Mom always puts the bowls in that cabinet over there.
They're in this cabinet. I'll prove it to you. All you have to do is look right here.
Get him, girl!
Hey!
Oh, you're right, Dad. They were in the correct cabinet.
Yeah. We'll see you around.